Hi there, it's Judy from ReadTheStars.com, and I'm here to talk about the article I just put up concerning the Mercury Retrograde that we're going to be starting next week, and the events that are going on in the Middle East, particularly Yemen. Yemen has had one of these uprisings that have been going on over there to a dictator that has been in power for about 33 years. We don't really see a planetary cycle like we did in Egypt or in Libya or in Saudi Arabia. Well, it is a little bit more like Saudi Arabia, actually, because it's a little bit personal to the leader himself. He's got his sun at 1 degree of Aries, and so, Uranus is going to come there. Mars is going to hit it in another few weeks, and all kinds of fun things are going to happen there. But one thing that was interesting to me was that since we're going to be having this Mercury retrograde in a couple of days, actually, why don't you have a look on the site if you don't know what a Mercury retrograde is. Go to the FAQ file and it will tell you in pretty plain English about what a Mercury retrograde period is. What it does is it brings back like things that have happened before that we've forgotten about, and it comes back and reminds us so they can be redone. Well, I would say that the events that transpired in Yemen around the 18th of March, which was when they had the uprising, are going to be redone around the 15th of April. And yes, I'm making a prediction. I hope that we don't have the loss of life that we had in the last one, but I think that there will be similar uprisings. I don't think the people in Yemen are going to stop doing what they're doing just because people don't think it's nice or isn't right or whatever. I'm not sure why exactly. I mean, they say that they're protesting the corruption, which certainly exists, but Yemen is like Libya in that it's one of those countries that has a lot of different tribes and a leader who kind of brings them together. My question in all of these is, who are we going to get to be in there afterwards, and what's that going to be like for the rest of the world? So with all of that in mind, I've written this article about that, and just to show you a little bit how astrologers use the planets and their motions both forward and backward, or seemingly backward, in order to make predictions, or guesses at least, about when things are likely to happen. On top of that, we still have the situation in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain also brewing, and these two situations again are they've had incidents where they have the demonstrations and then someone comes and just tries to suppress them by squashing them. I compared it a little bit to what was going on with the Japan nuclear reactor. Nobody's throwing seawater on these things, folks. They're suppressing it, and eventually I fear or I worry that they will explode. So, what can we do about them? We can send our good intentions, and we can be aware and awake and conscious of our own behavior, and maybe, start to tell the people who are supposed to be representing us what we think about these situations and what they will do to our already battered budget. So, with that, I leave you to have a look at the articles and check out your horoscopes for the next couple of days, if those are all up there. And keep coming back to ReadTheStars.com.